Okay, that was convenient. He didn't even notice he was getting shot. So I'll leave a link down in the description and an info card and an end screen card of the AK-40 mastery video, which I really like doing the mastery videos. I really like the mastery camo in this game. I just kind of wish they would, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, because like I like the way the mastery camo looks in this game, but I kind of wish they matched the mastery camo colors to the mastery badge, like this black, like this dark red and this black kind of style with the same design style they have for the mastery camo. Battlefield today, as of April 16th, just released their roadmap for the rest of the year for Battlefield 6. And I think that was a bit of a random choice to do because in Battlefield history, I don't believe we've ever gotten a roadmap for the game for content. This is why I don't do live comms, guys. This is why I don't do it. I get distracted and I talk about other things because apparently I have TikTok brain rot, even though I don't even fucking watch TikTok. And I can't spit the topic out. I'm trying to focus on the game too. I envy when I watch Jack Frags do a live comm and he's so consistent, probably because he's been doing it for so long. Oh, I couldn't get around the corner. Please kill him. But yes, while we're down here waiting for a revive, the Battlefield 6 roadmap is and goes by the following. So, May next month is Season 3, and we've already seen all the Battlefield Labs leaks. So, in this game, it's actually called Railway to Golmud instead of Golmud Railway, and it's actually set in Tajikistan, not China. Or China! Not my choice of map to remake, but a lot of people wanted the massive vehicle maps to the game. I don't really care what maps we get, as long as we get maps. Damn. But yes, I don't really care. Yes, I love big maps, but I'm mainly an infantry dude. And older Battlefield titles, Battlefield 4 and 3, I used to be heavily into jets, but right now the aircraft in this game, jets in this game aren't really good. You can't customize them, which is really stupid because there's a lot of ordnance that the F-16 can carry. There's a lot of ordnance that the F-22 Raptor can carry. So I'm a little bit sad that jets don't have any customization to them. But anyways, Golmud Railway, it's been leaked to all hell. So we already know what the map looks like. There's a lot more infantry cover. A lot of the areas have been reworked. Some of the areas that no one touches in the map have been removed. The areas in the corner of the map do not exist. They took them out because there's literally nothing there and no one fights there anyways. Favorite Battlefield 3 maps, and I'm a little bit annoyed on how they designed the map, is Cairo Bazaar, which is a reimagined version of Grand Bazaar from Battlefield 3. And the reason why I'm disappointed is because I'm a sucker for thunder, for rain, for storms in general, for rain. Especially in video games. For some reason in video games, I am obsessed with rain maps. If there's any map that is storming or it's raining, I think that's why I love Battlefield 1's weather system so much. It's because, first of all, it's dynamic throughout the match. And second of all, there's a lot of maps where it was just raining. And I was like, this is my element. I love this. Oh, nice Kobe. I know, a little random fact there that you guys didn't really care to hear. A stormy, rainy map, and I'm kind of upset about it, but I will take Grand Bazaar any day because it's one of my favorite Battlefield 3 maps, and I think a lot of the community would agree with that. Did he get that revive off? It looked like he got it off. Also, with Season 3 next month, we know the weapons that are coming. So the first weapon is, I don't know what they're classifying it, but it's an assault rifle IRL, which is the M16A3 or the M16A4. A lot of people through the Battlefield Labs leaks were showing an attachment to turn it full auto. So it's either the A3 or the A4 or the M16. Oh, the L115 is also coming to the game, returning from Battlefield 4, which is, I don't know why, I just really love the L96 or the L115. PP19 Vityaz. I was watching Westy's video on it, and he said the PP19 Vityaz was in a previous Battlefield title, which he's wrong. The PP19 Vityaz was never in a Battlefield title. He might be thinking of the PP19 Bison, which are the same platform. One just has a traditional style stick magazine, and the other one has that Helicon style magazine, the tube. So yeah, no, the PP19 Vityaz was never in a Battlefield title. Maybe Hardline, but I'd have to look at the Hardline weapon list. I can't revive you, dude. You're too open. I just remembered. Oh, he wanted to melee him. Sorry, dude. I just remembered the last weapon for Season 3 is the RPK-74M. Now, I saw a lot of people online being like, why are we getting another RPK? We already have one. Here's the difference. The RPK-74M is, as the M stands for, it's a modernized version of the RPK. Russia still uses 7.62 by 39 AKs, but they kind of switched. And I'm not well versed on the Russian military because I don't really care. Not fully, but they have switched over to 5.45, which is what the RPK-74M is. It's an LMG version of the AK-74N, which is a 5.45 chambered AK. The same round the AK-12 is chambered in. So that's basically why we're getting another RPK. Yes, they could have done a magazine conversion, but in real life, the two guns are separate. They're different guns, so therefore it makes sense for them to add a different version of an RPK. Just like how I want them to add the standard AKs to the game. I wouldn't, what did I just... I killed an infantryman with an anti-tank mine, but I wouldn't mind for a standard AK to return to the Battlefield series, like the AK-47 or the AKM, either one, chambered in 7.62 by 39, and then give us an AK-74N. Last time the AK-74N or M was in a Battlefield title was BF3, and then give us the AK-12, which the closest to the AK-12 we have right now is the AK-205, which is in this game, or the AK-24 that's in Battlefield 2042. So I wouldn't mind that. But the actual... Where did he go? But the actual AK-12, not some weird made-up version. Maybe the I think it's the AK-101 or 102. It's definitely the AK-101, which is a 5.56 AK. So that would be a really cool addition to the game, as I can't aim for that. Oh. So, some cool AKs that they could add to this game, and I really hope they do, because I want to see more weapons come per season instead of just giving us 4. And that movement tech really needs to be fixed. It needs to be banned. I'm sorry. You should not be able to do that. So also coming with, they're also doing quality of life and priority features that the community's been asking for. Some of them, not all of them. I'm just going to get those out of the way before we move back to Season 4 and 5. So the priority features coming this year are proximity chat, and they also posted a video. I'll leave a link down in the description of the video. But in proximity chat, you'll be able to, if you guys have played Squad back in the days, Squad used to have a feature where you could talk to your friend. I mean, they still have this feature, but they have proximity chat, they have local chat and squad chat. Local chat, you can talk to anyone around you that's on your team. But back in the day, I believe they brought this back, but back in the day, you used to be able to hear the enemy's proximity chat as well. And that's what Battlefield 6 is doing. They're finally adding proximity chat to the game, where you can hear enemies in-game, and you can talk to your friendlies in-game. I'm hoping that's also squad chat as well. They're also adding platoons from, I believe, Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1. Maybe even Battlefield 5 had it too. I believe, if memory serves me correctly, platoons are basically clans. I used to have one back in the Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 days. And then server browser, finally. They were also a little bit vague on server browser. They will be persistent. They will be servers, but again, it's kind of vague if it's actually going to be in the main game, or they're just saying, hey, server browser, but it's actually just for Portal. Which, if they do that, that is super dumb. And then lastly is multiplayer leaderboards, which I'll be honest, I don't really give a shit about leaderboards, so that's eh. And then ongoing quality of life improvements that will be coming throughout this year will be combat tuning, which I can't really remember in the video what they said combat tuning was, so I'm not going to speak much on that, as I almost missed those point blank rounds. Man, I love the Scar L. I'm really hoping the Scar H. I'm really hoping the Scar H comes in the game. I need my Scar H. And then I believe it's called the Mark 20 or the Mark 23, which is the DMR version of the Scar, which I believe is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, or it can be 308. More quality of life features throughout the game's year is they're going to continue to improve soldier visibility. Right now, I think soldier visibility is annoying, to say the least, but it's not as bad as it was in Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5's soldier visibility... Okay. Battlefield 5's soldier visibility was ass. It was horrible. Can no one kill that man? And then lastly, well, second to last, they have matchmaking. I don't really remember what they really talked about for matchmaking. And then lastly to that, challenges and progression. I think throughout the year, they're just going to continue to fuck with challenges and progression. I think right now, challenges are in a good place. They're no longer forcing you to be like, hey, play this one mode. It's either, hey, get kills in Battle Royale, or get kills in Battle Royale, they count as double, or... Whoops. Okay, I guess I wanted your class instead of reviving you. That's another quality of life they can fix, and I'll give them an example right now. When the person is revivable, if the person is revivable, do not drop their kit. Do not drop their kit if they're revivable. Only drop their kit when they're fully dead. There's a quality of life that I want you to do, DICE. Again, I'll say it for the people in the back. If I go to revive someone, it needs to revive them, not to grab their kit. Therefore, DICE, let's say this guy goes down, and I go to revive him, I'll pick his kit up. So how about, when he dies, do not drop his kit until he is fully dead. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, I forgot to mention, with Season 3, Battle Royale solos, which, again, I literally do not know why they were not at launch. Like, I feel like that's literally just a switch that they can do. I don't feel like that's some type of back-end bullshit that they have to do with the fucking coding of the game. I feel like that's literally just a switch, so... Plus, it's BR, so I don't really give a shit, even though I do think RedSec is one of the better. In my opinion, I think RedSec is one of the better BRs, and that's just because I actually really like Firestorm. 3D spotting is getting these guys killed. Hold on. Oh, that's inconvenient timing. And he wants me. No. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Oh, didn't check my mag. Ooh, did not expect the double kill there. What am I hitting? They're also adding Battle Royale ranked playing leaderboards. Again, should have been at the launch of RedSec last year. Don't know why. I feel like, again, that's just kind of like a simple coding thing and a flip of a switch, and it should have been there at launch. But nowadays we live in the drip FOMO content sphere of video games instead of giving us, you know, in terms of Battlefield, 4 maps, 15 weapons and gadgets, new vehicles. Yeah. It's pretty much all of Season 3. I had to go back because they have 2 different tiles for things coming with Season. But July Season 4 is kind of interesting because naval warfare is returning to Battlefield 6, and they're adding a Ziru Reef, which is off the coast of Tokyo, apparently. It's a massive... I think they said it's the biggest map coming with Battlefield 6 now. I think they said 5 times larger than Myrak Valley. But Wake Island. They're doing a complete remake of Wake Island, which is cool. And then, obviously, naval warfare, custom lobbies, whatever custom lobbies entails. Spectator mode, which is cool, I guess. If you want to make, like, cinematic... I should be dead. Cinematic videos or something, you can have a spectator cam. And 5, which is coming in the fall, is 3 new maps. So we're finally getting 3 new maps. Sadly, it's, you know, already halfway done with, you know, the year. But we're getting 3 new maps, and the teaser image, and I'll show it on screen here. They said the teaser image gives it away of the location. So my brain goes to 2 locations. I'm probably gonna die here. Which is Siege of Shanghai is going to be remade, and they're finally gonna bring in like the Levolution effects. This is kind of my tinfoil hat theory with Season 5 this fall. Is Season 5 is going to remake Siege of Shanghai, and they're going to reintroduce Levolution and refine it, make it better. And so you'll be able to bring down the building just like you can in RedSec. I thought that was a teammate. My other guess is maybe New York City, like downtown New York City, where all the lights and stuff are. I think it's called the Big Apple. Yeah, I don't know anything about New York. I just know it's like where they drop the ball and stuff. That massive area with all the LED screens. I'm just drawing a blank on what it's actually called. So I do apologize for that. But that's my other guess what the teaser image could be. I watched Jack Frank's video, and he thinks it could be Tokyo. Tokyo would be kind of cool, like maybe Akihabara or something in that area. That would be really dope. But I think it's either Siege of Shanghai set in the nighttime, or it's downtown New York City set in the nighttime. Because New York City makes a little bit more sense, because that's kind of the whole lore behind this game, at least in the campaign. And we have 2 or 3 maps set in New York already, so it kind of would make sense for a night city New York map in that specific area. I should probably pay attention to my screen, shouldn't I? But Siege of Shanghai also makes sense too, because my tinfoil hat theory, like I said, they could bring back Levolution, make it better, refine it, make it more cinematic, and just a little bit more realistic. And then Siege of Shanghai is remade in the nighttime, and then you can bring down the tower just like you can in RedSec. Well, right now, that's pretty much everything we know about the roadmap for the rest of the year for Battlefield 6. That should have killed him. But also, I am working on a video of a weapon wish list for Battlefield 6's lifetime. I don't think any of the weapons I mentioned in that video will either be a new addition to the game or be returning. I know in my M240L mastery video, I mentioned the RPD and MG3 as one of the LMGs I want to see to the game, which is, yes, those, out of all of the weapons that I have on my list, the MG3 and the RPD are the 2 weapons I want to see in this game. And the MG3, the last Battlefield title that gun was in, which, for those confused, the MG3 is just a modernized version of the MG42. So if you want to go that route, the last time the MG42 was in a Battlefield title was Battlefield 5. But in terms of the modernized version, which would fit this game a little bit more, the MG3, which is Germany. Germany still uses this gun. It's their premier LMG. that they use for their squads was Bad Company. I can't remember if it was Bad Company 2 or 1, but I think it was in both of them. Damn, I was trying to get a melee. And then the RPD, which is a 7.62 by 3.9 Soviet LMG. It's a lighter LMG than the PKP or the PKM, which those two LMGs have been in Battlefield, which is returning LMGs I wouldn't mind seeing to Battlefield, is the PKM or the PKP, which is 7.62 by 54R. A pretty big round for an LMG, I might add. But yeah, the RPD has never been in a Battlefield title, and I want it so bad. Another returning would be the MG36, which isn't really a real gun. It was a prototype. It's just an LMG version of the G36, which we already have in the game. But the G36 in this game is, I believe it's the K version, or the G36K or something. I think that's the version we have. I wouldn't mind the G36C as a completely different weapon, and maybe like put it in the carbines or something. Like put the G36K in the assault rifle section, and then add the G36C to the game, and add as a carbine. Okay, again, fix the melee because I was behind him fully, and it just slapped him instead of actually doing the animation. Almost got him. That's a quality of life feature they need to work on, is the meleeing. I'm sure everyone has had it to where you're fully around someone, you stab it, you know, you get the animation and the game glitches out, and then you're just poking them and then they turn around and kill you. Here you guys have it. I wanted to give you a little bit more of Operation Augur. So now you guys have gotten 3 full videos in Operation Augur. I'm sure you're augured out. Let me know what you think about the Battlefield 6 roadmap. I know, again, do apologize that I was all over the place. I tried to edit it as best as I could. I'm looking forward to Battlefield 6's life cycle, and I'm hoping after this year they do not abandon this game and they keep updating this game. Honestly, I don't know what they're gonna do with the next Battlefield in the next couple years. I don't know if they're gonna continue this modern setting for Battlefield like they did with Battlefield 3 and 4. We got those back to back, essentially. I really hope they do that, but at the same time, I hope they just keep updating this game, and that way this game eventually will turn into the next game, whatever they do, but they won't. I'm sure they're going to add like Battlefield 7 or something, and it's going to be another modern setting, or it's going to be pushed to the near future, the more near future, because I believe this game is set in 2025, 2026. But I'm yapping. I'm looking forward to this content cycle for this game. I'm really hoping they give us more content, more weapons, akin to the DLC days of Battlefield 3 and 4, where, again, we got 15 new weapons and gadgets, along with vehicles. We got new Easter eggs. The Phantom program was a thing. DLCs had 4 maps per map, and between DLCs, they even added, like, community updates with new maps. You guys remember the night operations community update they did, and they added Zavad 311 as a night map. I believe they added 2 more as night maps as well. I'm really hoping they do that. I want this game to be another Battlefield 3 and 4, and in my opinion, it's getting there, but they need to up the content. No more limited time modes. I think I speak for the rest of the community. We don't give a fuck about limited time modes. It's just that FOMO shit. Add operations or grand operations fully as a complete game mode, because right now it's the best one to get weapon XP and XP in general. And if you're the type of person who likes high kill games, you can get that too. I'm gonna shut up, let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Again, let me know down in the comments what you think of the roadmap so far, and I'm hoping that they're hiding stuff under the radar. I'm hoping they have more stuff up their sleeve when it comes to content and stuff, because it does look a little bit lackluster, but I'm glad we are getting more. And sad, though, that only 3 maps are finally going to hit at Season 5. Alright, I'm sorry for yapping. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day.